Skyrim Special Edition just got a new update, or even in some ways Skyrim Anniversary Edition more specifically just got a new update. The size of this one's going to vary widely. On PC and Steam it was around 25 megabytes, but on PC for the Windows Store some people are reporting around 25 gigabytes in size, and it seems like Xbox and PlayStation were somewhere between that at around 17 gigabytes. And for PlayStation users in particular, this is a big update potentially. It won't be for everyone, but for some of you this is going to completely change the game, aka allow you to actually play the game, but it does have changes for all platforms, so let's go into what is different here. So part of this update is reducing the instance of the 0 kilobyte of space issue on PlayStation, and this specifically is reducing it. Even Bethesda describes how today's Skyrim patch for PlayStation includes a fix that we believe will reduce instances of the 0 kilobyte space issue that some players have experienced, especially for those using mods. While this should help mitigate cases, we are still investigating and working on a more comprehensive fix. If you're experiencing the 0 kilobyte issue on PS4 or PS5, please let us know. And if you're not familiar with this one, what's going on here is basically on PlayStation, when adding additional content, sometimes you would go to save the game and get this error where it says you need to free up 0 kilobytes of additional space to create a save, which functionally is bricking a save because you can't autosave, quick save, or manual save any longer, and you just have to roll back and hope it doesn't happen again. And with the release of Anniversary Edition, all the additional content getting added to the game, a ton of people were having this problem, to the point where some people just literally were not able to play Skyrim anymore. They tried new characters, they tried complete reinstalls, they tried just installing Skyrim, not mods, not the Anniversary Edition content, and it still wasn't working. So it's not impacting everyone, it is specific to PlayStation right now, but this is a massive problem that's been going on for years, and even worse in the past month since Anniversary Edition came out. And, well, this update does kind of fix that. It's still early on, I want to get this video out relatively soon. I've seen several people testing this, several people who had this issue previously, and thus far what I've seen is the results are somewhat mixed, but definitely more on the positive side. Several people that were getting the issue previously are no longer having it, so there are people out there who could not play Skyrim and now are able to play again, both with mods and the Anniversary Edition content. But as Bethesda alluded to, there are some other people who are not so lucky and the game is still not functional. They're having the exact same problem. If you're somebody experiencing this and you updated Skyrim, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Did this fix things? Did it not? It's obviously hard to garner data on a large base with something like this when the update's so new. Plus, one of the other major issues is a lot of people who were having this bug just literally uninstalled the game because they couldn't play it, so they weren't just keeping it on their hard drive. And one of the other issues or concerns going forward is sometimes this bug would go away but then pop up again later. So even if you are in the clear right now, time will tell if this is a more permanent solution for those people, or if in a week when they make some other changes or download another mod, if things will pop back up again. Either way, a great first step in the right direction, but definitely still not perfect. As I mentioned before, this is an update applying to all platforms though. It was most critical for PlayStation 4 and 5 users, but there's a lot of other stuff, mostly this being around the newly added Creation Club content. There are things like additional translations provided, a bunch of miscellaneous fixes like missing textures, some of the lighting issues, or on a more critical side, crashing when spamming the use of the fireball spell. If you're on Xbox and unable to use the download all button, that was hopefully fixed. Some of the Creation Club bundles incorrectly showing as owned was fixed, which is a pretty big one. These are the patch notes. Again, mostly small changes, with the biggest being for PlayStation users. This might literally allow you to play the game again, and the other biggest being for PC users, as unfortunately, of course, the mods did break again. Not all of the mods, but if you are using a script extender mod, or if you wanted to use something like the downgrader, stuff like that's not going to work for at least a little while. The script extender team normally has things updated in around a day or so at this point, so hopefully later today that'll be updated. But of course, many of the mods that rely on script extender also break, and since the downgrader isn't updated yet either, there's nothing really you could do about this, at least right now. You're gonna have to wait till some stuff gets updated to be able to play again, unfortunately. As far as the broader situation with Skyrim mods and mods updating, things are progressing quite steadily. Quite a few mods and quite a few fundamental mods have been updated as of late. Script extender is still in a beta version for Anniversary Edition, but some other fundamental mods like Address Library have also been updated, so we're starting to gradually see more and more mods be supported on Anniversary Edition's build. It's still not perfect, and there still is a steady amount of stuff that isn't updated. There's actually this really great document detailing a bunch of these, but in general, it seems like the modding community is really stepping up and progress is continuing steadily. It's not like people are already getting burnt out, even though we just passed the 1 month threshold. With that said, that's the update. Hopefully if you're a PlayStation user, you'll be able to play again if you weren't able before. And unfortunately, if you're on PC using a bunch of mods, you may not be able to play for at least the next 24 hours or so, but hopefully less than that. As always, again, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys found this one informative, but with that, I hope to see you all next time. Later.